Guys, so this video, I want to show you exactly how I went from working a $15 an hour at my warehouse job, as you can see on the left, this was me, to now making anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 every single week with info offer consulting only at 20, right? I'm 20 years old. So in this video, I want to show you exactly my full story, right? I want to show you exactly what I've been able to do in the past, what I tried also, and then also where am I at now and the kind of revenue I'm able to make currently, right? In my current situation right now, right? And I'm going to show you exactly the exact steps that you can do this for yourself. So showing you exactly how to start. So at least when you finish this video, you know exactly how to start and how to get started, right? This is something and exactly the kind of video I wish I kind of had when I was starting out. Like if you gave me this video a few years ago, that would have been perfect for me, right? But obviously I didn't have this video, but I'm showing you it now to hopefully save you a few years on your end, right? So make sure to watch this video the next few minutes to learn exactly how. But before I get into it, I know what you're already thinking while watching this video, right? Another guy pitching some online business model and telling you how to get rich, that kind of thing, where he actually just makes more with his course or his mentorship rather than the actual business itself. And I get that, right? I see those as well. But I want to show you exactly why I'm different and why essentially I'm making this video as well, right? So before I actually go into all of this, I want to show you some quick results and proof that I actually practice what I preach, right? That I actually do this legitimately, right? This is some client results I've been able to get. I'm going to show you exactly what I do, but this is just to show you some client results and clients I work with, the clients I'm still currently working with right now. There's more clients I've onboarded recently. Here are my results, right? As you can see, payments I'm being able to get and being able to receive from signing these clients, right? As you can see, this is the Stripe notifications and dashboards I'm able to get on my app, right? So if you're watching this video, going back to you watching this video, you're most likely, right? And I say this not to, put you down or anything, stuck in a job where you don't enjoy, because I know I was, right? Feeling like your time is kind of being wasted, right? You see other people your age making money online, right? And it seems super easy, kind of living life on their own terms. They kind of do what they want, drive the car they want, that kind of thing. While you're kind of just stuck in the same routine, just looking on your phone of all these people being super successful, right? Maybe you've tried something or start something in the past, right? But maybe it didn't work out. Maybe you tried a specific business model, didn't work out for you, right? You put in the effort, you actually tried, or maybe you didn't try, you tried a halfly, but you didn't see or get any really results, right? And every failed attempt just basically kind of crushes your confidence a little more, right? Everything you tried, every maybe business model you tried just kind of crushes your confidence because you just don't see the results you're aiming for, right? And maybe you even start wondering if success is even possible for you, right? Or if you're just maybe not cut out for it. Maybe it's just not meant for you, this whole online business and online money space, right? Truth is, it's not actually about working harder. You just need a better approach, right? And by better approach, I mean a proper model to be able to get to the results that you want, right? And one that actually works, right? And I get it because I'm saying this because I've been exactly where you are now. It doesn't matter where you are. Maybe you're working a job at a warehouse like me. Maybe you're at school right now. Maybe you're hustling on your side business or whatever that is. Or I even done door-to-door sales as well. But it's just to tell you that wherever you're at, I was there, right? This wasn't too long ago as well. And essentially from a very, very young age, I was probably 16, 17, I really wanted to get into online business, right? I've always wanted to be in business in general, but specifically online business, right? And just to show you a bit of my background, at 17, right, and I'm 20 now, so 3 years ago, I tried and launched my very first e-commerce store, right? Everybody's talking about dropshipping, e-commerce, so that's what I tried, right? My first 4 stores completely failed, right? And as you can see right here, I tried a productivity timer. This is what I did. I did another car cup thing, like a car accessory thing. And there's another one I didn't put. I didn't find any photos. It's been so long. I sold sunglasses, that kind of thing. They completely failed, right? And I did TikTok. I did ads for them, but nothing clicked, right? I did make $778 on the car accessory one that I showed you, right? But I have no idea even how I made that money. I didn't run ads; they just came in. I have no idea how. But as you can see, 22% conversion rates. I think I made TikToks on it, but then, anyways, it didn't work really. This was like in a few days, and then nothing happened afterwards, right? As you can see, 2022, so 3 years ago exactly. Then I tried SMMA because e-commerce and dropshipping didn't work. So let's say SMMA, Iman Ghazi was talking about it. A few other guys were talking about it, right? I did thousands of emails. You don't know how many emails and cold calls I did. It was crazy, right? It's so many. I did sales calls as well, but basically got zero clients. Went close on a few opportunities, right? I had contracts laid out, that kind of thing. But basically, nobody took me seriously. I have no idea how to do any of this stuff. And basically, I just wasted a lot of time, right? And this was the SMA I was running. It was called Scale Digital. I was basically helping businesses get more employees, right? Which I think, it is an actual pretty good idea, but for me, it didn't work. Maybe it was too young, whatever, but definitely didn't work for me, right? Then I did drop servicing, which is basically being the middleman for a service. I built a website. I even ran ads, right? As you can see, I paid someone to do UGC ads. I did the ads and ultimately just wasted my time at, once again, another business model failed and just basically burned my money as well, right? Then I did another business model. I'm telling you guys, I did a lot of things, right? I did an Instagram growth service business that pretty much also failed as well. So I ran the website. I tried some outreach strategies, that kind of thing. Nothing clicked, man. It was really, after this one last business model, I was really, really down, right? I was exhausted because I was coming back from school or work at that time, then coming home to hustle on my business, and then ultimately just seeing no progress every single time, right? Not even a little progress, basically none, right? But I kind of refused to give up because I knew there had to be a better way. There's a lot of people making money online. I knew I could find a way to do it, right? Exactly when I noticed something super interesting about all the other successful online entrepreneurs that I was seeing, right? Everyone making serious money online was selling knowledge in some form, right? They were all doing the same thing, right? Every guru that I saw, content creator, coach, basically everybody online was doing exactly this, right? So I thought, how could I get into this industry myself? Because it seems like everybody else is making a lot of money from it. How can I get into this industry myself, right? But then, obviously, I didn't have anything to sell, right? I didn't know anything. I didn't have a course to sell. I didn't have a product to sell, right? And you watching this video, most likely you don't either have a course to sell or anything you can actually help someone out with, right? But you actually don't have to be the expert yourself at something, right? What you can do is essentially just partner with someone or people who already have the skills but don't know how to make money from them, right? There's people out there who have the skills but don't know about this industry, don't know about the space, and they don't even know they can make money from it, right? So you can say just partner with that specific group of people, right? And these skilled individuals, right? I'm not saying you have to be the best in the world, 1%, but anybody that's just good at something are basically everywhere around you. Most likely, people from your network are qualified to even do this, right? And most of them, right, and I'll say 99% of them, have never been approached about turning their knowledge that they have into actual income, and specifically online income for that matter, right? Which we all know is better than just traditional in-person income, for example, right? And this is exactly what I have been doing and the model that I do, the consulting model that I do, right? This is exactly what I call info offer consulting, right? You might have heard of variations from growth operating, which is basically partnering up with creators, or IPGA in the past, right? Although it's kind of similar to what I do, the approach and the mindset behind it is a bit different. I'm going to show you exactly why. You basically just help skilled people turn their knowledge that they have, their expertise, their skill into a profitable online course or coaching program, right? They provide the expertise and you essentially provide the business know-how. And together, you come together, you partner up together, and you create something valuable that people would gladly pay for. And not just pay for a little bit, pay thousands of dollars for, right? And this works whether they have 5 followers or 500,000 followers, right? Which opens up the market greatly. And the reason it works for me and why people are super interested is because times are getting tough for a lot of people, right? A lot of people are looking for that extra ways to be able to make money online, right? A lot of people are just doing that. So more people are getting to know about this courses and coaching space, right? It's a market that's really growing quickly, and a lot more people are getting into courses, getting into coaching, right? Meaning there are plenty of people who are good at something, right? They're skilled, who are actively trying to do this, right? But they don't know how, right? And they're looking for someone to be able to help them, which essentially is where you come in, which I've been able to do as well, right? Just to put this in perspective, when I reach out to someone about doing exactly that, turning their skill, their knowledge they have, and turning into one of these online businesses for themselves, this is the exact responses I get, right? I get responses like this. And this is just like a few select ones, but I've received so many more messages than this. But people are super interested and are amazed on what's actually possible, right? So they're saying, hey, yes, feel free to share. Hello, Adam. Sure, please do. Sure, Adam. Hey, sure thing. Can we have a call today? Hey, Adam. Yeah, go for it. Wow, Adam, sounds good. So it's just to show you an example of the exact responses I get when reaching out to people who exactly want to do this and proposing them to do this essentially, right? And because of that, I book calls like this. As you can see, I'm pretty packed with the calls because I'm able to provide a solution that's super interesting for them, right? And because of all the demand, people are excited about the idea and essentially getting the help from you, right? And just to show you a bit of background on exactly what I've been able to do, my first client, right, was someone who has local, had about 40,000 followers, which is quite small. I mean, it's not bad. We made $23,000 in only 20 days from launching his own offer. So packaging his knowledge, he was good at sales, so we specifically helped him out in that, and being able to make 23K in only 20 days of his launch, right? So you can see the numbers and how quickly they can scale up. Then I helped Katie, who had only 600 followers, right? Only 600 followers, make $25,000 in her very, very first month of working together, right? So really good results on that end as well. And now, just to give you an example, all my clients that I work with have combined following of over 1.5 million followers altogether, right? It's constantly growing because obviously I'm constantly signing clients, right? But here's what's truly exciting about this model, because I know you're saying I'm not going to be able to, close these people who have hundreds of thousands of followers, and I completely get that, right? But people with smaller or little following are actually often easier and more willing to work with you. That's what I've been doing as well. What I realized as well, right? Because they're not getting constantly bombarded with partnership offers like big influencers, right? If you're reaching out to someone who has hundreds of thousands of followers, which I'm not saying it's bad, obviously it's good because I already have the intention side of things covered, but they get DMs and emails every single day about so many different things, right? So you're just another one in all these different emails, right? So it doesn't feel as personal, or it doesn't feel as amazing for them, right? And the thing is, with these little accounts and people who have less followers, they're actually super grateful for your help and amazed when you show them what's possible with their skill. When I reach out to someone and telling them specifically that their skill, their knowledge could actually make 5 figures online through the online business, through online education business for that matter, they're super amazed, right? And they want to learn more. They want to be able to work with me. They want to be able to pay me, right? And the competition for these clients, people who have little followers, are practically non-existent because you're basically the first one to ever reach out to them, right? And essentially what this does is that everyone else is chasing big influencers, right? And this is essentially just leaving the massive market open for people like us who want to be able to help anybody launch a course or a coaching program, right? And just to put in context, I've helped complete beginners, so people who, again, who had basically no followers, launch successful offers. But I've also worked with people who have, hundreds of thousands of followers being able to launch one offer, right? So I want to show you quickly how basically this whole consulting model that I do works, right? And how it's allowed me to be able to live how I live, right? First of all, you identify someone with valuable skills or knowledge, right? It could be literally anything. It does not matter about the niche. It does not have to be about making money. It could basically be any skill, any knowledge that someone has, right? You basically just help them structure their knowledge that they have into a course, a coaching program, or a membership, right? Doesn't matter what it is. You help them turn their knowledge into something online where people can learn, right? You advise them and consult them on marketing, positioning, and sales strategies, right? All kind of basic things if you know what you're doing, right? And then you get paid either a flat consulting fee, anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000. As you can see, I got a payment from someone who paid me $4,000 for this, and a percentage of revenue, right? For my people that I work with who have hundreds of thousands of followers, I have a percentage of revenue for them. But for others, I don't, right? I just get a flat consulting fee, right? And what's great about this business model is that you're actually not handling any real fulfillment. This is not a done for you service. This is not some crazy service. You're purely just consulting them and helping them get in the right direction, which is ultimately what they need, right? Or else they're not going to put in any effort, really, right? This means you can work with multiple clients every single month without burning out, right? You're a consultant. You're not a agency owner doing a bunch of services that you can do, you don't even know how to do. You're basically just a consultant, right? Which is the easiest thing to do. And just 2 or 3 clients a month equals to at least $10,000 every single month in income. Again, with the fulfillment being super, super low as well, right? Which is great, which means you can really scale this up quickly. And once you master this, once you become good at what you do, you can essentially charge premium rates, so charge even more than what I just showed you, or take larger revenue shares as well. And essentially, like I said, one client can easily pay for your bills for the entire month. Just one client. Let's say you got paid one client, like my client just did, $4,000. Well, that just pays your bills, right? Easily, most likely. And essentially, I want to show you how to get started step by step. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I want to show you exactly how you can get started so you can actually take this video and apply it and go do it for yourself, right? First step, I would identify your potential partners, right? So you want to look for people with any skills in any area, like I said, right? The first thing I would do is look at people in your area. This is what I did as well. I looked at people who are local to me and people that I knew, right? And you can pitch them and they'll gladly be able to listen to your ideas. And essentially, maybe that's going to be your first client, super easy, maybe even under a week, right? Which is what happened to me. And or you want to look at people who are Instagram. Maybe they have a bit of followers, maybe they don't. You want to be able to reach out to them, right? The step two, you want to optimize your Instagram or your social media profiles to be able to position yourself as an info offer consultant, right? If you don't do this, people are not going to believe you, right? So you want to something as simple as just the right bio, maybe having a bit of content. Overall, nothing too complicated, but just at least having that optimized for you, right? And then the step three, you want to create a simple outreach strategy to be able to connect with these potential partners, right? I'm not saying this is the only way to be able to get clients, but at the start, this is what I did. This is what I still even do sometimes to be able to get clients, right? And essentially, the right outreach strategy, the right outreach message is going to get you responses like this, like I showed you. Sounds good. Send me the video, or I'm interested in your offer. Let's have a call. Can we have a call today? Right. So this kind of exact outreach strategy is going to allow you to get calls just like this, right? And the step four is developing a basic understanding about how to actually package knowledge of other people into offers, right? And it's actually pretty simple to learn, and I can show you exactly in a minute, right? And then step five, it's pretty easy. You want to start signing clients, right, to be able to get paid, and then stack case studies on exactly what you've been able to help clients with. And essentially, down the line, you want to start building a micro brand around you and what you do. If you go check out my YouTube, if you go check out my Instagram, you can see exactly this is exactly what I do, right? So you can see exactly my expertise and how it can help people. So that's exactly what you want to do the same as well to be able to take this to the next level and make 3-4K per week just like me, right? But I know what you're thinking, but I don't have any business experience. Like I said, everything about turning someone's knowledge into an actual offer can be learned very, very easily. That's what I do. It only took me a few days. I'm able to learn exactly the whole roadmap, right? Then another thing you may be thinking to yourself, I don't actually have the time, right? And that's going to go for every single business model. So you're going to have to find the time if this is an actual priority to be able to do this. I'm telling you, it doesn't have to require that much time. Maybe getting the thing set up, it might do, but that's for any kind of business model, right? So don't worry about that, right? The question you may have is, do you actually even do this for yourself? And like I've been showing you on the previous slide, this is exactly what I do, right? And again, it's allowed me to work from anywhere. If I want to go on a Tuesday at a cafe at 2 p.m. to be able to work from my laptop, I can, because I can work from anywhere. I work from my phone and my laptop, right? It's allowed me to make anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 every single week. It can vary. So on average, I sign anywhere from 1 to 2 clients per week and have and do nice things. So I'm able to go on nice dinners, being able to overall just do what I want with my time, which again was this initial reason I wanted to get into online business in the first place. And now this is kind of my lifestyle and what I've been able to do, right? Drive my nice car as well, and that kind of thing, right? I'm into cars. So now what I'm doing is I'm offering personalized just to a few select group of people, one-on-one coaching to help you start your info offer consulting business, right? And basically, I'm going to guide you through every step of the process from finding your first client, like I did, to be able to scale to $10,000 per month and even more, right? So the exact whole steps you have to do to be able to get there, right? And if that's of interest and you're actually serious, right? Because this is an actual business model. This is not some get rich quick thing. This is an actual business model that's going to require some kind of seriousness and some effort as well, right? If you're willing to do that, I want you to book a free call with me today so we can basically see if we're a good fit to even work together. And essentially on that call, we'll basically just build a game plan together to see exactly where you are at now. So the skills you have now, your competence, that kind of thing, and see exactly where you need to be. So I'm going to show you exactly what kind of help I can bring to you to get to that specific goal of yours, right? So now knowing all this information and everything I just told you, you can keep trying to figure this out alone on yourself and ultimately, like the other business model I tried and you most likely tried, just fail, right? Spending months trying to figure out everything by your own, right? And ultimately, most likely giving up like all the other business models that you tried and not have tried as well, right? Or if you're serious, take the next step, book in your call with me to see exactly if we can work together and if I can help you get into info offer consulting and being able to take that business to the next level, right? So again, book in a call, we'll speak and we'll see if we're a good fit. I'm excited to talk to you.